but this next guy, he runs a show at the Improv Montreal. He's a very funny guy, and you know, he's just amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the very funny Barry Kaufman, everybody.
Hey, how's everyone doing? I always come up here and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, I want to use the stool for my notes. It's so fucking low. I can't. I swear, I just want to pray. And it's like, okay, now I can do my notes. It's okay. I'm gonna have to hold the notes. I don't know if you noticed. Like, I noticed something because, you know, when Pam went up, she did not touch the mic stand at all. Every guy who's been up here has been like playing with the thing. Claudio's spending a lot of time on the head. Do you have like a wipe? I mean, this is dirty. All right. It's a great Italian crowd, right? A lot of Italian people here. Here for Italy. Just in Italy recently. We went there for our 25th anniversary, my wife and I. Yeah, that was our first time in Italy, first time in Europe. And the first thing that drives, you know, after being there, the food there is like insane, right? It's so good. Why did you leave? Why did your family come here? It's like, I don't know what it is. You brought the food with you. It doesn't taste the same. It's fantastic here. It's unbelievable there. I don't know what you did. I don't know why you left, but I'm glad you did, because then I got to try it here. Got to try it better there, and then I came back here and I didn't want to eat it for 6 weeks. Okay? It's like, no. I didn't want to ruin the spaghetti there. It was so good. I don't want to touch another noodle until... But when I was going there, you know, the worry that I have is like, will people understand me in Italy, right? Will I be able to communicate? So, you know, a friend of mine said, you know, he's going to give me advice on how to speak, you know, to Italian people in Italy. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't trust this guy. This guy who told me when I was going to China, right? For Chinese people, if you want them to understand you, just speak loud and slow. And I'm like, okay, don't tell me that works for Italian. He said, no, that's not what happens in Italian. In Italy, you add a to the end of everything. A to the end. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just do it, Barry, just do it. We're in Rome. We had to find a washroom. Okay? We were at a hotel, and I asked the guy at the desk, I said, do you have a washroom? And he looks at me like I'm from Mars. Okay? So I said, I'm going to try it out. And I said, do you have a toilet? You can't believe it. We got the washroom. We got the record. Okay? Also, when we were there, we went to Florence. We saw Michelangelo's David, right? I don't know if anyone's been to Italy. It's magnificent. If you've never been to Italy, I will tell you, you have no clue how big this thing is, okay? It's like 20 feet tall on a 6-foot pedestal, okay? So you walk up to it. I'm looking up. What's the first thing you see, right? You know, his penis, right? His dick is like staring right at you. First of all, I first noticed it's unusually small for a man that big, okay? And, you know, I'm thinking, you know, David, you know, it's King David, you know, king of the Jews, right? And being Jewish, I'm looking up saying, he's not circumcised. I don't think David posed for this, okay? And then I noticed, right, he has his sling on his shoulder. If you look at it, he's carrying his sling. And of course, you know, being, you know, like everyone does these days, you grab your phone, you start looking these things up. You know, David, statue of David, most magnificent sculpture ever. And it says art historians are arguing, right? There's a debate. Was he going to slay Goliath, or was he coming back from Goliath? Okay? My part of the debate is, why was he doing either of these things naked? Another thing, if you go to Italy, right? You know, you always hear in Italy, you know, people dying in the summer. It gets so hot. They live in stone houses. And that was a worry of mine. Do they have air conditioning in Italy, right? They do. We went to hotels. The hotels all said they had air conditioning. What they didn't say is they don't turn it on. So, right, thank you. So we're in the hotel. We're, you know, we walk into the room. Even the one hotel that had air conditioning, it only works when you're in the room. So the whole day, it gets up to about 30 in the room. You walk in, and there's like no air conditioning is going to help. They say, oh, just open the window. So we open windows, we open doors. And the mosquitoes come in. They're not the same as our mosquitoes, by the way. They're Italian mosquitoes, okay? Italian mosquitoes are very Italian, okay? They don't buzz around your head. They don't bother you, right? They just bite you. But the bites, like here, since we're in a cafe, I would compare it, when you have like a cup of coffee in Canada, like a double from Tim's. It's a big cup of coffee, right? And so a mosquito in Canada takes this big bite out of you. You get this big welt, right? In Italy, it's like they're sipping espresso, okay? They take these little bites out of you, right? And in one night, 50 bites, okay? And then they're Italian, right? They're Italian mosquitoes. It's almost cliche, like watching a mafia movie, all right? I wake up, I'm bitten up, and there are 3 mosquitoes sitting on the fucking wall, just like staring at me. It's like, oh, what you gonna do, right? So I whacked them. That's all my time. Thank you. You're a wonderful audience.
Barry Kaufman, everybody, let him hear it!